Alex Lifeson of Rush says the band is finished for good. The final nail in the coffin. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. The 64-year-old says it's been a little over 2 years since Rush toured last. Quote, "We have no plans to tour or record anymore. We're basically done. After 41 years, we felt it was enough." You know, it's kind of like knowing someone's on their deathbed is one thing. They're still alive. There's still always hope no matter what. Having someone come up to you and say, that's it, they're gone. The band is gone. It's a little sobering, and I know that's why a lot of people are covering this today. This interview was from a few days ago from the Globe and Mail, but we've all got an amazing history with this band, whether you like them or not. And anybody who's watching this video cares about Rush. I was 15 years old in 75, my first album, Fly By Night. By Tour and the Snow Dog, I remember that. The following year, hearing it live from All the World's a Stage, which was one of my first live albums of all time. The good thing is, the band is not dead because someone is dead. They're all still with us. That's a very good thing, because as you know, I've been reporting on a lot of celebrity rock and roll deaths in the last little while. Neil Peart has had his own challenges, of course, and wanted to retire, and that's basically the main reason, at least, why the band decided to not go forward. They didn't want to go forward without one of the greatest drummers in the world, who joined them on their second album. Alex says he's been writing on about 4 or 5 different projects, which he really enjoys. He says it's not stressful at all. He likes stretching the envelopes. He says he likes putting himself in awkward situations, uncomfortable situations. He writes a column for a Toronto newspaper every single month. It's called the West End Phoenix. And he says the first column was very challenging for him because all of a sudden he didn't know what to write. And he also had a small role on a CBC show in Canada called Crawford. Their first album was in 1974, the self-titled album featuring John Rutsey on drums. And their last one, Clockwork Angels, in 2012. I'm feeling a little melancholy, and I would like, and we always get a lot of feedback from our videos, but I would like for you to share with us some anecdotes about Rush. Some good memories. What's the first album, for instance, you ever bought from the band? What was your first reaction from hearing Rush? I mean, let's face it, they don't sound like anybody else. And then there's that other thing. People like to argue, are they prog, are they not? I always kind of consider them prog. When my son Chase was 8 years old, he started drumming very seriously. He loved Jeff Porcaro and really loved Neil Peart. Within the first year of his drumming, he told himself he wanted to tackle Tom Sawyer. So he put the video up on YouTube, and he came in 10th place in a national competition from musicians 1 to 18 years old. He was 9 at the time. Andy Curran, the A&R guy from Anthem Records, Rush's record label, saw him play and sent him used by Neil Peart in concert, which, by the way, Andy, thank you very much. He treasures these. We took them out of the case just to show you. They're really beaten up, but every little crevice, because Chase has never played these, every little crevice on these were done by Neil Peart. Needless to say, when Chase got these, like I said, he was only 9 at the time. He felt like it was the holy grail of rock and roll. By the way, look up the video. Look up Chase, Rush, Tom Sawyer, and you'll find it. So I'm feeling a little melancholy because I have such history with this band. And even though, as I mentioned right off the top of the video, I knew it was coming, you knew it was coming. But it's the end of one of the greatest rock and roll bands of all time. Rock, prog, whatever you want to call them. But they certainly stretched the envelope. I think I've got every album except maybe 1 or 2, many of which I will be listening to today. But leave your comments. Let us know. When's the first time you heard Rush? What was the album? Was it on the radio? Did you have a friend that was crazy about Rush? Share some stories about your history with the band with us. We'd appreciate that. I'm John Beaudin. Make sure you share our videos. We'd appreciate that. And by the way, at the end of the video, we have a sister site which does a lot of top 10 and looking at classic albums. It's called Rock History Book. This is Rock History Music. That's called Rock History Book. You'll see the logo at the end. We hope you subscribe. We really appreciate that. And of course, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, I know I'm talking an awful lot. Rush does that to me. Leave your comments, share our videos. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music.